This is good-looking STV, 24 hours a day in stereo. Channel 11, Cable 5.
Dome has hosted a baseball playoff series, and now its first Grey Cup, the 1989 Canadian Football League Championship game between the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Canadian Football Network. From the Sky Dome in Toronto, it's the 1989 Grey Cup Championship, brought to you by Foster's Lager, proud to bring you the best of the CFL. Priority Courier, the official courier of the CFL. And 7-Up. Are you up for it?
Inside each dressing room are 36 players ready to become part of the Grey Cup's 77-year history. And in the Sky Dome proper, the CFL's 14th consecutive Grey Cup crowd of 50,000 or more people. Obviously, this Sky Dome setting will be conducive to anything the teams would like to do with the football. And coincidentally, the Saskatchewan Roughriders are the best passing team in the league, 288 yards per game, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats are second, just 5 yards per game behind the Green Riders. So the passing game is one factor that should be important. And to find out what else we should be looking for, keys to the outcome of this game, let's join our color commentators Neil Lumsden and Nick Bestaya.
Well, I think for the Saskatchewan Roughriders to win today's game, the first thing they're going to have to do is control Tony Champion. Now, the key word here is control. A talented receiver like Thatcher is certainly not going to shut him out. But if Harry Skipper and his teammates work hard to limit his production and not give up the long pass, then I think that will dramatically help their chances of winning. The second key is I believe that Tim McRae has to handle the football at least 20 times this game, either in a rushing, receiving, or in a special teams capacity. His 2,684 all-purpose yards during the season was a large chunk of Saskatchewan's offense, and for that reason alone, you want the ball in his hands. And the last thing is limit the turnovers. During the two regular season games between these teams, Saskatchewan had substantially more offensive output than the Hamilton Tiger Cats, but they turned the ball over 13 times to Hamilton's 5. It's a cliche, but it's true. Don't do things to beat yourself.
Well, Nick, you talk about Tim McRae. He's so important to the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and Hamilton knows that, so I believe they have to take him out of the football game. Physically stop his success running and catching the football. Multi-dimensional. Saskatchewan wants to throw the ball today. If they do, they have to have success in running the game, running the football. Pressure by the front four in Hamilton. Come upfield, allow the defensive secondary to play man, but if they don't have pressure on the quarterback, it puts a lot of pressure on the defensive backs. And of course, finally, Kerrigan. He has to make the right read. He has to understand if they're going to blitz or if they're faking the blitz. If the blitz is a fake, that means it's a different read. So he has to be able to distinguish between the two. That could be the big difference. David?
The Hamilton Ticats are slight favorites in this game. They had a better regular season record, and another reason is that they beat Saskatchewan twice in 2 league meetings. Maybe we should forget the first one, though, because this isn't going to happen today. A raging storm at Taylor Field. Tony Champion, well, we're going to talk about him a lot today, and he certainly helped the Cats win that game, and so did a wide receiver and punt returner named Wally Zatilny.
That doesn't get great distance. Zatilny takes it wide to the left and has some room. Wally Zatilny. Touchdown, Hamilton. What a return.
86 points were scored when the teams met again at Hamilton's Ivor Wynne Stadium. Don Narcisse with a catch for Saskatchewan.
Kerrigan looking for Estelle. Touchdown.
But Mike Kerrigan was the better passer, and Hamilton won again by 6 points, and will try to do that today against a hungry bunch of Saskatchewan Roughriders.